When I first started this channel, I made a video about manifesting a better version of a toxic relationship. You may have seen that video. I actually made that because somebody asked me the question, what do I do when every time we try to get back together, everything starts out fine, then eventually the toxicity comes through and we end up recreating our old patterns again. Now, because I was maybe speaking to somebody in particular, I think sometimes that video comes across kind of convoluted. I have thought about taking it down before, but I know a lot of people find value in it. So I wanted to update this video, talk about manifesting a relationship in a toxic situation, where we are now with the ideas I've expanded upon over the last 7 or 8 months. And that is what we're discussing in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. I'm Roxy Lee. I'm a mindset coach, and I'm here to help you banish your negative thinking and limiting beliefs so you can bring love, clarity, and joy into your life. If you are interested in discussing more about the idea of everyone is you pushed out, which is the core belief that helps us wrap our minds around our ability to manifest a specific person, I'm hosting the first ever Fireside Chat Mastermind on July 23rd, and we are discussing Everyone Is You Pushed Out. This is a place for you to have a conversation with like-minded people in a safe environment to expand upon our ideas. It's not coaching, it's not a workshop, it's a literal conversation with the community, with me. Let's get weird. Let's build on our ideas of how this works and improve our manifesting skills when it comes to people in our lives and maybe strangers, maybe people we know, your family members, your coworkers, your friends, your bosses, your kids, yourself. You can sign up for the Everyone Is You Pushed Out Mastermind at my website, roxytalks.com. I've also got exclusive merch, podcasts, and other courses, workshops, and coaching at my website, roxytalks.com. Of course, that link is in the description below. You can also join me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, before we get into this video, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. So, toxic relationships. Okay, before we get into this video, let me say this disclaimer. Do I recommend you dealing with somebody that you've had abuse with, trauma, toxicity, whatever? No, okay? 3D me, if you were my friend, my sister, my brother, whatever, I would tell you to run for the hills, okay? And definitely don't go back there. But I learned early on that I can offer my opinion, but that doesn't mean that people are going to take it. So if you are going to go out there and use the principles that I teach to manifest yourself back into a situation that was once dangerous or horrible for you, the very least I can do is offer my opinions on it and help you do that in the safest way possible and the best possible outcome for you and the other person and everybody involved. I've had people say that I teach dangerous concepts because I support people thinking optimistically about their lives and believing in themselves and understanding and knowing their personal power. If you watch my videos at all, you know that I do not suggest manipulating people in any way. I always say I don't have time for that. I don't want to manipulate someone into wanting to be with me or to thinking something. I have no interest in making somebody do something that doesn't want to do it. No interest in that, okay? So if you've taken that from my videos, please understand that that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that if I have the opportunity or the chance, and I do, to choose whatever version of that person exists in the potentially infinite realm of options, if there are so many versions of that person, including tons of them where they already feel the way I want them to feel, then what I'm going to do is use my discerning power as a conscious creator to select a reality where the person I want is already thinking the thing I want them to think. This is not me manipulating. This is me understanding that I am shifting in and out of realities all the time. I can do this whether I choose it or not. It's already happening. And we are already shaping the people that we come in contact with our thoughts, whether we know it or not. So to think that it's manipulation to use the gifts that you are given on this planet, in my opinion, is just maybe ill-informed. But that's just my opinion. In order to believe that, you would have to subscribe to the idea of multiple realities or multiple versions, parallel universes. Otherwise, you might be looking at some sort of like hypnotic planting ideas in your head situation. I don't look at it like that. So if that's how you're looking at it, enjoy this video as a different way of thinking about it, or kindly exit and find something else that supports your ideas. But just before we get into this video, I want to be clear, no, I do not condone or support someone willingly getting into a toxic or dangerous situation. Absolutely not, okay? Second, nor am I teaching manipulation, okay? I am teaching you how to maybe manipulate your own thoughts so you choose something better for yourself, a higher quality thought that's gonna make you feel better in the long run and teach you how to value yourself and your life. These are not manipulation tactics. This is literally how to live as a conscious human being, to care about yourself and others, okay? Best case scenario goes for everybody involved. This isn't about being selfish. This is about doing what humans are here to do, which is learn how to live in peace and love and harmony. That's all I want for you, okay? So, having said that, if you believe that peace, love, and harmony exists at the end of the road with somebody who has previously caused you everything but that, you do have the ability to consider them in a new way, to tell a new story about them, to expect them to show up to you in a different way, change the way you perceive that person, and they will come to you in a different way. This is old science, something they discovered in the 1800s when they started looking into the double slit experiment, when they started to realize that energy, matter, whatever, was not what it seemed, and that the perception of the perceiver shifted the outcome of any given situation. Again, this is not new information. We're just looking at it in a new way. This is literally 200-year-old science. We're just adapting it and applying it to manifestation, because if that's what's happening on planet Earth, if what I think about affects the way that my world turns out, then obviously, as a forward-thinking person, I'm going to make the connection then, okay, then if I control the thinking, then I can control the outcome. Obviously, okay? We're smart people here. This isn't about manipulation. I don't have time to try to make you feel something you don't want. I don't want to change you. What I am going to do is change the way I perceive you, okay? It's on me to change, not you. I'm not changing you. I'm changing me and the way I think about you. And what that's going to do is, in my life, you will begin reflecting the changes that I have made, because I will be selecting a parallel or alternate version of you that is already on board with that thinking style or that thinking pattern. Whatever, has those expectations, wants the same thing as me, okay? If multiple versions exist and you have access to all of them, then you damn sure have access to ones that are happy, healthy, whole, treat you with respect, kind, open, honest, caring, supportive, whatever, okay? So yes, you can do it. What is it going to take? You are going to have to wipe the slate clean. Wipe the slate clean, right? Because if you have any little ounce of that old story, their toxicity, the danger, the fear, abuse, even if it's codependency, things like that, if you have even a shred of that still left over in the story, in your mind, in your expectations, in your heart, your fears, your worries, your doubts, your insecurities, your definition of them, your reactions to what they do, you are going to continue to manifest a version of them that has those traits or that might play out that story. You have to not only overhaul your story of them, but you need to work on your own story about love, relationships, and people in general. What you're good enough for, what's coming your way, what is your pattern, what are you destined for, what are you resigned to, what do you expect to happen for you, because that's where the answers are going to lie. That's where you're going to find out where and why you are bringing this energy to yourself. And if this is something you want to look into, I would suggest checking out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. It is exactly designed for this specific purpose right here. Get to the bottom of why you are manifesting toxicity in your world, okay? Because that's the real issue here. The issue is not the person. And I'm not saying let them off the hook. I'm saying understand that at the end of the day, you are manifesting everything in your world. You are the flame and they are the moths. Everything in your life is a moth and you are the flame. Everything in your life is a ship and you are the lighthouse. And it's the same in my world. I'm the lighthouse here. You're the lighthouse over there. They're the lighthouse over there. We all have our own little realities going on. Great, cool, awesome. So if that's the case, then you again must first off understand where and why and how you are manifesting this type of thing over and over in your life. What do you do to entertain fear, worries, or doubts about pain, hurt, sorrow, anything, whatever it sounds like to you, chaos, whatever? What are you doing in here with your thoughts, your conscious thoughts? And then also, what's under the surface? What's in your history? Where does this stuff stem from? That's going to be what you work on for yourself while simultaneously making sure that you are cleaning up, erasing, doing damage control, however you want to call it, their behavior in the moment, your story of them right now. So if you have a person that was violent towards you or put you down, emotionally abusive, whatever, that story cannot exist anymore, right? With this person in essence. In essence. Because if you can manifest them in any single way, and you can, your thoughts must be purified to match only the version of them that has, as little toxicity as possible. You have to make your thoughts only a match to what they would be doing if they were not abusive, harmful, addicted, depressed, codependent, whatever it looks like, narcissistic, who knows? You have to paint that picture in your mind, figure out what that looks like. How do they treat you? How do they talk to you? What is it like in your relationship? How do you interact? How do they make you feel? What kind of stuff do you do together? Map all this shit out. And then once you understand what that looks like from top to bottom, you deploy that story and you don't go back on it because you can't afford to. It's too dangerous for you to go back on that story, right? Because the second you start letting that toxicity in, things begin to be toxified, right? Things get toxic. Ask Brittany. No, free Brittany. So if you are entertaining going back to a toxic, dangerous, unfulfilling situation, whatever it is for you, consider a lot of things. Consider your ability to let the old stuff go. Your ability to tear down the old house and build a new one on a new blank canvas, new foundation. Be careful of not taking too much of the old story with you. I see a lot of people carry around this layer of resentment. Sometimes it's a need for vindication. Sometimes it's something vindictive. A lot of times it's indignant is a word I like to use to describe, like a how dare you kind of a thing. How dare you treat me like that? And it almost is like dripping with like something to prove kind of a quality. Be careful of that energy because what that's inviting in is more things to be resentful about, more things to feel indignant about, more things to be victimized by, right? So this idea of manifesting a toxic relationship, again, controversial subject. I speak on it and now I'm promoting it. No, I'm not at all. Not at all. I'm so anti any of that shit. So again, if I knew you in real life, I would tell you get the fuck out and don't ever go back. If you're not going to listen to my advice and you're still going to go for it, remember, this is shaky territory here. You have baggage that has not yet been cleared, right? So that's where you're going to have to start, is dealing with your situation. Why have you manifested them that way? I'm not saying blame yourself. I'm not saying just forgive them for nothing. I'm saying look at the situation, understand what's really going on here, and reevaluate. Do you really want to get back into that situation? Do you really want to risk your own peace of mind because you have to do so much work mentally to change the story? Now, of course, obviously, if you can change the story immediately and then not go back to it, fine, great. We don't need to have this conversation. But if you can't, if you have a hard time going back and forth or spiraling on thoughts, this is what you need to be conscious of, because this is where you will allow them to come back through as that old version. You start to fear, worry, doubt, expect. They start showing up a little bit worse every time, okay? So once again, yes, you can do it, but keep in mind that getting back with any ex is a slippery slope back to, what we used to do town. So it's even more imperative that you don't go that route when we are talking about a toxic or dangerous situation, okay? Once again, just for one last time's sake, do I think you should go into that relationship again? No, but it's not my decision, it's yours. So choose wisely. So I want you to comment down below. The people in my life are happy, healthy, and whole. The people in my life are happy and healthy, whole. And this includes you. It includes your specific person. It includes your family members, your friends, and all the other people in your life. They are all happy, healthy, whole. They show you respect. You show yourself respect. You show them respect. It's a whole big ball of respect and trust and honesty and openness and blah, 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 all that stuff. Yay. Now don't forget, you can sign up for my Everyone Is You Pushed Out Mastermind. I am hosting it July 23rd, 2020 at 4 p.m. PST. This is not coaching. This isn't a workshop. This is a conversation with people in the community, people like you who want to talk about these concepts that maybe don't have a safe space to do this or a support system who understands or trusts them. So that's what we're doing. We're coming together. We're just going to talk about weird ideas and expand our knowledge. You can sign up for the mastermind at my website, roxytalks.com. I've also got exclusive merch, podcasts, and other workshops, courses, and coaching at my website, roxytalks.com. Of course, that link is in the description below. You can also join me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also join my Facebook group, Black Moon Society. It's a great community for like-minded people who are helping each other manifest. Here on the Roxy Talks channel, I go live every Monday at noon-ish PST for Q&A, and I've got brand new videos out every Tuesday through Friday, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.